Yes, this is Cooper's Cogitations, discussing the Declaration of Independence, coordinating it with the natural law and some of the laws of nature's God, the Bible. We've talked about how we should live honestly, hurt nobody, should render everyone his due. And we've seen how Proverbs 3:27, withhold not good from them to whom it is due, but it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Both the natural law and the scriptural law says, be kind, be nice to people. Continuing with Blackstone. As therefore the Creator is a being not only of infinite power and wisdom, but also infinite goodness, it has been pleased to contrive the constitution and frame of humanity, that we should want no other prompter to inquire after and pursue the rule of right, but only my own, our own, and this is my inclusion, true self-love, that principle of action. Some people with corrupted reason corrupt love, and they make it into a weapon, or they make it into a manipulative prestidigitation device, something with which you can control others or abuse others. That's why I included true self-love. Your true self-love is the fact that you are a child of God and you keep his commandments. That gives us identity. That gives us reality. That puts us in contact with our Father and with truth all over. That fulfills our being. It satisfies us, and we want more. Okay? So he says, pursue your own self-love. He explains it nicely, but he goes on to say, he has not perplexed the law of nature with a multitude of abstracted rules and precepts, referring merely to the fitness or unfitness of things that some have vainly surmised, but has graciously reduced the rule of obedience to this one parental concept, that man should pursue his own true happiness. This is the foundation of what we call ethics, or the natural law. Upon these two foundations, law of nature and law of revelation, depend all human laws. That is to say, no human law should be suffered to contradict these. And when the king and the parliament, though they are Christians, violated the laws of nature and of nature's God, it broke the contract they had with the founders. So because the king broke the contract, the founders rightly constructed independence. Let's talk for a short time about love, self-love. This is from Matthew 27:36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first great commandment. The second is likened to it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And these two commandments hang all the law and the prophet. We have to love ourselves. True love for ourselves. In other words, we have to be united with our Father. And because we are his children, our spirits are filled with his DNA. We're filled with light and truth. So when we keep the commandments, we keep our light and truth, and we add to it. Light and truth is fluid. But when we break the commandments, we lose light and truth. We start living a fantasy. We start living a lie. Pursuing the matter, Thomas Jefferson says, quote, it is not only vain, but wicked in a legislator to frame laws in opposition to laws of nature and to arm them with the terrors of death. This is truly creating crime in order to punish them. It also says the idea is quite unfounded, that on entering into society, we give up any natural right. The founders knew and understood the natural law. It hasn't been taught in America. Constitution hasn't been taught. They've thrown the Bible out. We've left our Christian heritage and our Christian document, which was founded on the Bible, Exodus 18, a representative government, and we're now a bunch of pagans. Our government's pagan. They did, on a national level, repeal the unconstitutional court mandate for abortion, worship of Moloch. They also allow us to have Christian prayer. Wow. And the decent respect. Going back to the Declaration of Independence, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. You know, like I know, we're not created equal. Some's white, some's black, some's orange, some green, some blue in Appalachian. Okay? Some are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are skinny, some are smart, some are dumb, some are indolent. Some have a passion for work. We're not equal. So how dare them say we are equal? Friends, there's only one way we're equal, and the founders knew it. We're equal before God. We are equal before God. This is what Acts says. Acts 17:26, and he made of one blood all nations of men, for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. We all came from Adam and Eve. Concept of evolution it's a political lie. It's political science. It's not true. Revelation 7:9, and beheld, lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations, kindreds, tongues, and people, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. God's no respecter of person. Okay? We are all equal before God. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. God loves us all. You're not equal with me, and I'm not equal with you. There's too many things which separate us. However, we are equal before God. And the founders knew that, being the Christians they were. And they said, we are all created equal. Thank you.